municipality in Wakiso district were identified and assessed as project-affected persons in connection with the standard gauge railway project and subsequently the Kampala-Jinja Expressway projects, and they are to be paid compensation for their different properties. Right Honorable Speaker, valuations and assessment exercises were undertaken between 2013 and 2017, and that the affected persons were subsequently restricted from utilizing their properties since 2015, 16 and 17 to date, not to develop the properties and not to carry out any further constructions. However, it's almost over 9 years now since the evaluations. Many of the affected persons have not received any compensations. In view of the prolonged delay and the hardships occasioned to the affected residents, I request the Minister for the following interventions, Right Honorable Speaker. One, to immediately provide the affected stakeholders with a formal and comprehensive update on the progress of the compensation process, including a clear and publicly communicated schedule indicating when those payments will commence and when the outstanding project-affected persons will be fully compensated. Secondly, to direct that a fresh evaluation exercise is conducted or re-evaluation to be undertaken where legally and technically appropriate. We can establish the prevailing value of the affected properties in light of the lapse in time since the evaluations were taken without compensation, 9 years now. Thirdly, to request, and it's particularly important because the Constitution protects persons from compulsory deprivation of property unless the acquisition is accompanied by prompt, fair, and adequate compensation. This has also been recognized by Ugandan jurisprudence, Right Honorable Speaker, that the constitutional requirement of prompt and fair adequate compensation is part of the constitutionally protected rights. Lastly, Right Honorable Speaker, the affected residents should not continue carrying the economic burden of government for a project which is now for almost a decade they are waiting and they are unable to develop or dispose of their property. I thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Prime Minister. The Ministry of Works is here if you want to delegate or...
Thank you very much, Right Honorable. I want to thank the member for raising this concern. It is true there have been some delay on the compensation of the project-affected persons with the SGR project. The delay is arising out of the petitions that have come from the project-affected persons on the amounts that had been assessed. And what the ministry has done, we have already set a team that has held a meeting with the people who are affected, especially within the area of Lugazi up to Kampala. And then there was also a team that is being constituted to go and do this resurvey of the project-affected persons so that we begin the compensation. But otherwise, I can report that so far, we have compensated 60% of the line from Malaba up to Kampala, especially for those people who did not have petitions with the ministry. But otherwise, I will take up with this and I can come back, Mr. Speaker, to give the correct update based on the meetings that the team has engaged with the committee.
I thought this is very correct. You want to more correct?
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, meetings are still going on. Okay. We are still engaging.
Honorable Musisi, you've heard the minister is on top of it. And I think there is something, I must also thank the ministers of this term. He had just come in 1 minute and is up to speed. The ministers are doing very well. The ministers are doing very well. There's nobody who is stammering here. Everyone is up to the task. So, thank you. Can I have Honorable Zambaali, Birasio, Mukasa? What a name, yeah.
Right Honorable Speaker, my name is Zambaali Bulasio Mukasa, Member of Parliament from Nansana Municipality. Right Honorable Speaker, there is a rampant and unregulated practice of holiday teaching that commonly known as holiday coaching that is happening in both private and public schools. Right Honorable Speaker, Holiday breaks were structured by the Ministry of Education and Sports to allow our children or to allow students have a rest or else have what we call a family bond. But some schools have misused this. My prayer, Right Honorable Speaker, is the Minister of Education and Sports to issue a directive that can enforce compliance, strengthen oversight, and also do some penalties to those schools that have misused this directive. I thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Minister of Education. Those are real issues.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Welcome back. Right Honorable Speaker and honorable colleagues, first, the Ministry of Education and Sports condemns the acts of holiday teaching because we issued out circular to all chief administrative officers across the country and also issued the school calendar, which both confirms teaching hours, teaching time, and holiday time. Secondly, Right Honorable Speaker, for purposes of us all coming together to help the ministry, I want on behalf of the ministry to give a hotline or helpline for any member of the public who finds any school anywhere in the country. Can I repeat for the record? 08 00 37 77 71. Yes, there are 4 sevens.
And you should tell them it is toll-free also.
That number is toll-free. You can call that number to tell them where the practice is taking place, so that as a ministry we will route police to that respective area where the acts are taking place. And I also want to ask all school administrators across the country that it is time for the holidays of our children. Can they allow our children to be at home and born with their parents in line with the calendar which we issued as a Ministry of Education and Sports? I thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Honorable Zawede, Victorious.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I stand on the matter of serious accidents that are happening between Chavaganga and Chu Road along that route to the ferry. Right Honorable Speaker, as Minister of Works was making a diversion after submerging of the other road that comes from the ferry to Sasida, there are 3 sharp corners that were put along that road. But severally, accidents have been happening around those same areas. Yesterday, there is a lorry that overturned down and we got serious injuries. People got serious injuries. On the 12th date of this month, we got a serious accident whereby 2 people died on spot. The 22 were seriously injured. The 14 were admitted were referred to Mulago Hospital. But during their way to Mulago Hospital, one had to pass on the way as they were referred to Mulago. Right Honorable Speaker, my prayer is that as people have been getting serious accident along that road, and this is a works road, my prayer goes to the Minister of Transport, of Works and Transport, that may they kindly come and make some corrections along that same position where we have the 3 sharp corners. Secondly, this is a presidential pledge of tarmacking a road from Sasida to Zengebe, being a busy road connecting to the ferry to Amorota. My request is, when is the Ministry of Works and Transport tending to tarmac the same road in order for us to avoid these continuous accidents that will happen on the same road? Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
The presidential pledge and then the corners. Minister of Works, Transport. Today your plate is full.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I want to apologize that I stepped out on a call and I did not pick all the details from the member, but I want to pledge that I will have, I'm inviting the
government
member.
chief whip can help you, or the Prime Minister? Let them
Much obliged,
help you.
Mr. Speaker.
You-
Yeah, I wanted to suggest that I would have a meeting with the member at the office tomorrow at 10 o'clock so that I can comprehensively pick on this matter and we see how we can guide.
That is sorted. Thank you. That's the sharpness. Hakuna kulala. Honorable Kanavi, I've seen him out. Honorable Shamim Malende. Honorable Zambaali, I pronounce your name. You see, when you have an old name, whether you say it how, it remains. So we were given, like me, I have for grandfather, so he tried to put flavor, kawo in it, but it still remains. Honorable Malende.
Thank you, Right Honorable
How do
Speaker.
they pronounce your name?
Malende Shamim.
Oh.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for this opportunity. Malende Shamim, woman MP for Kampala District. Allow me, Right Honorable Speaker, to welcome you back from Malawi. I rise to highlight the challenges faced by street vendors and hawkers in Kampala. Right Honorable Speaker, when the street vendors and hawkers were being taken off the roadsides in Kampala, government promised to provide them with alternative trading spaces, markets in the different city divisions, but to date, they still face challenges of inadequate trading spaces, high cost of market in the market stalls, harassment and confiscation of their merchandise, among others. Our prayer, Right Honorable Speaker, is that we ask the government to commit through the line minister to provide affordable and accessible trading spaces for hawkers and vendors in Kampala. And this also includes very many single mothers and widows that now lack a living. Right Honorable Speaker, we also ask the government to implement the promised markets in every city division and also to protect them from inhuman enforcement, but also to respect the Sunday and evening markets which government had promised them. I beg to submit.
Prime Minister, that is quite multi-sectoral, touches on gender, trade, local government, KCCA. So you choose, either you'll speak for them or Mutume. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you, my colleague, for raising that important issue. We have a number of markets in the city which still have actual space, but also we take note that there are people who are working on the streets that need these spaces, and the government is working on them. We'll continue to update this House on the progress we are making. So as soon as we have resources, we'll be able to solve that issue. But we are aware of it, and we are working on it to get spaces to be able to provide for these, especially women and youth who were on the street. Thank you.
Honorable Hunter.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I stand here and arise on a number of issues which affect my constituency, Kajara County. And the people of Kajara, they are right up here in the gallery to witness what happens in Parliament.
Okay.
Right Honorable Speaker, Kajara County is a neglected county. Kajara County is a neglected county. This needs to be known, and the ministers and the responsible agencies to take that seriously, and Kajara County in Ntungamo district is given due care. Thank you so much. And in the state of address by the president, I wish also to appreciate him. He puts them very clearly that these are supposed to be done, but I think the implementing agencies, they don't do it. I thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving me this chance.
Thank you. That is Honorable Hunter. That is Honorable Hunter, the MP for Kajara. Hunters have different methods of work. So he's hunting for electricity for his people, and that's his duty, and the bridges. Honorable Prime Minister, what undertaking do you have? You don't have from, yes, Government Chief Whip or Prime Minister? The hunter must go with something.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, who has raised the issue. In fact, I'm half citizen of Kajara because my wife comes from there. So we take note of the issues raised.
You are the best person to answer this now.
We take note of the issues raised, and we shall follow them up through the minister concerned.
Thank you. And honorable members, in the public gallery this afternoon, we have a delegation of constituents from